Okay, so starvation mode. Does eating little calories cause you to store fat? No, it does not. You often see people saying, you're not eating enough calories, which causes your body to hold on to everything that you eat. That isn't true. Okay. Now, the confusion I think with this is the difference between weight loss and fat loss. So let me just clarify that if aesthetics is your goal, i.e. you want to look more sort of toned, slimmer, more defined, then fat loss should be your goal and not weight loss. You can actually lose very little weight whilst losing a lot of fat and significantly improve your appearance. Okay, so fat loss is your goal, not weight loss. Now, weight loss can fluctuate for 1,000 reasons on a day-to-day basis, okay? However, if you are in a calorie deficit, i.e. you are burning more calories than you consume, which you want to do if you are dieting, you are losing fat, regardless of whether or not you're losing weight, okay? So the scale can stay the same, but you can still be losing fat. Okay, now the reason why the scale might not go down is mainly, like I say, it can fluctuate for a lot of reasons, but the main thing, especially when dieting, is water retention. Okay, and depending on how hard you are dieting, this can vary to a degree. Okay, so basically, dieting is a stress. It's a stress on the body, and when this happens, cortisol goes up. And basically, cortisol causes water retention. So, you could lose 2 pounds of fat, but if you retain 2 pounds of water, the scale goes nowhere. Okay? You could lose 8 pounds of fat in a month, but if you retain 10 pounds of water, you will look at the scale and say, holy crap, I have done rubbish this month. When in fact, you've actually done incredible. You're just looking at the wrong measurement. Okay? Now, what I will say as well, excuse me, is this is another reason why you should not freak out when you hit a weight loss plateau. Because like I say, the scale can be remaining the same, but you can still be making progress. And if this happens, now obviously you have to ensure that you're in a deficit. You have to make sure that you are eating less than you expend, okay? But if you are, and you're adamant you are, just keep doing what you're doing and just trust the process, because eventually that water weight will shift and that will reveal the fat loss, okay? The fat loss is still there, it's just hiding behind water retention, okay? And people can actually shift sort of 5-6 pounds of water in a week. Now, did you lose 5-6 pounds of fat in a week? Absolutely not. You just lost water that was hiding the 5 pounds of fat loss, okay? Now, this is why I often recommend to people that they eat more calories, which to some people makes no sense. But it's this whole idea of dieting as high as possible and as many calories as possible. And the reason is you get less of this adaptation. So you get less of this water retention and you get less of the adaptation to dieting, which I'll speak about in another video. And this is especially effective if you are very sensitive to what the scale says, okay? Now, all of this aside, I'm going to put a disclaimer in, because if I don't, there will be someone who makes the moronic statement that I'm saying that you should eat 500 calories a day and starve yourself to lose weight. That is obviously not what I'm saying. However, side note, slow weight loss isn't always better than fast weight loss. And I will do another video about this. But essentially, there's not actually a lot of evidence that losing weight slowly is better at getting fat off and also keeping it off in the long run. But again, I'll do another video on that. But what you need to take from this is that eating less calories does not cause you to gain weight. Okay, if you're eating less calories than you consume, than you burn, then you are losing fat, regardless of what the scale says. Okay, and there's a lot of research on this. This is almost like scientific fact. But if, you don't want to look into that, you can actually view this anecdotally and you can just observe this. And it's very sort of the most sort of obvious examples of this are to look at anybody who's ever been in a situation of extreme caloric restriction. The most obvious examples being things such as prisoner of war, sort of extreme eating disorders. You know, these people are at the very, very low end of calories. They are at extreme caloric restriction and they are not storing fat, okay? So, like I say, you know, I'm not advising that you drop calories to an extreme. However, don't always worry if you're not losing weight, because it doesn't always mean that you're not losing fat. Okay? So hopefully you got some value from that, guys. If you did, please feel free to like, comment and share, because I do always appreciate it. Have a fantastic evening, and I shall see you on the next video.